Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. And check out your boy P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab, and I'm in the book. This is what we're gonna talk about today, my dude. Thoth, the wisdom, the God of wisdom, aka God's mind. Here, he's God's heart. I can make it work. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm here to do just that. I'm just okay. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. I can teach them. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken you. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Excuse me. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my God be true. All right, right thinkers, P Funk's philosophy on Thoth, the God of wisdom. My philosophy has thought in a whole different light. I'm gonna give you thought in theirs. They got a good concept. I ain't arguing it. It ain't mine again. This is their concept. Let's go. Now, this is the concept. Or this is the symbol. This is thought. This is the mind. Your heart. Treasure chest. Their concept is thought is your heart. And this is the ibis head bird. It looks like a sternum. I play football. A friend of mine broke a guy's sternum. I didn't know what that was, but I know that from having somebody getting there broken. But it's the part that covers the heart, supposed to protect the heart and the rib cage. Let's talk about it right quick. Different perception, different concept, but let me see if I can make it work. In ancient Egyptian mythology, Thoth, aka Djehuti, emerges as the god of wisdom and knowledge. He's the one who wrote the Majunata. He's God's mind. He's the thought process from God. And he's revered for his role as the keeper of records and the preserver of wisdom through the ages. He's been the teacher. He's the ultimate sage, ultimate guru, right? Teacher. But when interpreting ancient myths in the text, it becomes essential to delve beyond their literal meaning. They serve as profound allegories that resonate with our mental and spiritual ding 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 heart and mind coherence and physical dimension, the big three. Themes, watch this, themes found in scripture, like the Bible, was intricately linked to personal understanding. Every individual had to know it for themselves, of oneself, emotions, and consciousness, guiding you towards your personal growth, aka your full potential to be what? Your best self, aka know thyself. This thought symbolizes what? Here, it symbolizes the human heart in Egyptian mythology. He's the mind. The heart and mind coherence, I can make it work that way, but no, he represents the mind. And he come in two different concepts. He come in the ibis-headed bird or the baboon. They don't have that aspect of them, so they only know but so much. And I understand that, but this is their philosophy. I'm using it the way they do it, intended. All right, here we go. So he's personal for your personal growth. Thoughts symbolize the human heart in ancient mythology, reflecting its association with wisdom. Because I come up with the heart mind concept, I'm gonna put these two together and make it work. Watch this. So, a concept expressed in phrases like knowing something by heart. They knew the value of the heart. Watch this. The heart serves as a repository for what? The in all invaluable treasures. Everything we do, think, and feel is stored in the heart, such as cherished relationships and profound knowledge deeply stored within it. Thought's head symbolizes the sternum, the central bone within the rib cage, which safeguards and conceals the heart. I didn't know that. Again, this is a philosophy. I'm getting to understand a few different things. I get it, I understand it. Okay. But this symbolism underscores thought's role as the what? Protector of wisdom. Wisdom of the heart. I concur, but it resonating in the esoteric traditions where what? Where your heart is recognized as the seat of true wisdom or the place where God dwells. Truth. Okay? And that's why at Judgment Day, your heart was weighed against the feather of truth, aka Mayat. So depending on how Mayat you live, how light your heart would be. The more Mayat, the lighter the heart. Ancient Egyptian mythology thus invites contemplation on what? On the significance of wisdom. Knowledge was important. Knowledge was a must. In order to know God, you have to obtain self-knowledge. To reach self-mastery, nihas, God consciousness, you have to obtain knowledge of self. And it's preserved within the core of our being, urging us to explore and safeguard the profound insights that enrich our lives and elevate our consciousness to the highest level where you and God become one. You become conscious of who you really are in spirit and in consciousness while in the flesh before death of the physical body. Why? Because once the physical body dies, the judgment will be made, and if your heart is light as my feather, bye-bye, you go home. If not, reincarnate to the left, go find another body. That's the concept. And you see here, the goal is to what? Treasure chest, the heart. Wake up the heart chakra. That's the seventh chakra. Fourth chakra on the seventh ring. That means you made it halfway home. Now you're going to elevate. Down here, lower level. Here, upper level. The treasures is up here. See the chest right here? This is Djehuti. He's supposed to represent the sternum right there. This is their philosophy, not mine. But my thought would be the thought process. Okay, he's the one that keeps track, keep records, and they got that right. Why? Because the records is stored in the heart. So can't argue their philosophy. They got what they got. They do it the way they do it. 1 second, excuse me. Sorry about that. Again, Thoth is the thought. Okay, that's God's conscience. That's what he represents. But here, he's represented by the heart. He represents the heart. So it is widely known what? That Thoth from the ancient Egyptian deity is the ancient Egyptian deity. He is credited with writing the emerald tablets, also the Medjugorje, what y'all call it hieroglyphics. He's the perpetrator of writing. Okay, emerald tablets, the seven hermetic principles. The Greeks called him Thoth, the Egyptians called him Djehuti, and the Romans called him Mercury. Again, but the Greeks also call him Hermes Trismegistus. That means thrice great. But he's recognized by writing the emerald tablets. They're green. There's another symbolism. And it's the seven hermetic principles about life. Okay, that number 7 again. And which were what? Supposedly discovered beneath the pyramids. Okay? But this mythological tale, it's a mythological tale. It's not literal. It's a mythological tale, even if partially rooted in some sense of reality. They take a little bit of truth and then you cover it with a whole bunch of stuff. Okay? I'll leave it there. But excuse me, it also serves as a profound allegory. Again, in Masonic order, they're all Masonical knowledge is allegorical, mythological, just like the Bible. And the emerald tablets depicted in a rich green hue. Again, the heart is red. No, in the chakra system, the heart is green. Understand that. But they are symbolic of the heart, with green representing the heart chakra in the spiritual tradition. Again, they tied it in, they got to understand it, they know about it, so fine. But this symbolism also highlights the importance of understanding that your heart, while a physical organ, also embodies a deeper intelligence and consciousness that transcends the physical realm. There's a brain in the heart. The heart has a conscious brain. Yeah, I just figured that out. We knew that ancient times. That proved that right there. But the heart, what's this? In this allegorical context, is akin to the tablets inscribed with the story of our lives. Okay? According to our ancient Egyptian beliefs and the teaching of many secret societies, cult teachings, esoteric teachings, hidden messages, such as the Rosicrucians. As a Mason, we got the Royal Art degree that was supposed to be sponsored by the Rosicrucians. They knew some things too. But the heart is believed to hold a script of our life. There you go right there. Why? Because at Judgment Day, they're going to read that script at Judgment Day. That's the concept right there. They saying it different, but that's what it is. But what happened? That will compose before incarnated into the physical world. At Judgment Day, if your heart is found light as the feather of my yacht, going home. If it's heavier, do over, reincarnation. And this script, embedded within all our hearts, it will guide us through our human existence. Let your heart conscious be your guide. And it's offering what? That inner wisdom, that voice that speaks from within, that's it. And it gives you direction. If you don't listen to this thing here, you're going to make mistakes. The chest, often referred to as what? The treasure chest. And that underscores the idea that the true treasure is the wisdom and the guidance that's found within all our hearts. The heart is a bad man. If symbolically, when you understand it, that heart is a bad thing. Okay, what's this? Now, watch my philosophy of heart-mind coherence come into play from their philosophical concept. Thoth, or Hermes, or Djehuti, he was known as the guardian of wisdom and the bringer of alchemy. That's changing, inner engineering, changing, transforming like the caterpillar turns into a butterfly. We as human beings got to become conscious that we are really divine spiritual beings having a human experience. And it symbolizes the sternum in the human body, which protects the heart. This connection reflects what we call alchemy's focus on what? Transformation spiritually. One transformation of what? Yourself. How? How do you transform yourself? By harmonizing the heart and the mind. Yeah, I'm about to take off. Heart-mind coherence. That's how you transform. That's how I explained it. That's what happened to me. When you change your heart, you change what you think, you change everything about you. Like the caterpillar changed when you go in the cocoon, come back out, he's a whole different being. With self-knowledge, you become a whole enlightened being, whole new being. Again, shining from the inside. By aligning your emotional wisdom with your intellectual heart, mind coherence, when you line those two things up, understand it with your intellectual, you put your emotional wisdom with intellectual understanding. Now you can finally achieve what? Great consciousness and spiritual growth, embodying the deeper mysteries that Thoth represent. Djehuti, the mind or the heart's mind. Same thing. I can make it work. Okay, I'm working it out. Let me wrap it up for you. I got some more here, a little bit more, one more page. Now, this is the ibis bird. This is what it looks like. That's what they got thought with the head. Remember, we took the attributes, the God-given talent of the ibis, and used it for Thoth's head concept. Watch this. Now, when engaging with mythology, pay attention. This is important. And for you Bible thumpers, y'all need to understand this. When you're doing that book, love it. Got the problem with it. But when you do it, do this. Ancient text and myth. When you study them, it is crucial that you're able to approach these stories, allegorical figures, and texts with what? The complete and total understanding, stay with me, that they were not meant to be interpreted literally. Everything I give you is esoteric, symbolical, message, knowledge that you can learn and manifest. You can't take it literal. You can make it by manifesting it. That's literal. But the reading of it, the understanding of it is for you to be able to do just that. Take the concept, get the idea, implement it, and use it again. What happens? Whether these narratives and symbols were crafted as allegories to teach lessons. I do it every day, so this is what I'm familiar with. I love this. This is all allegorical. This is all mythological. This is not nothing literal. You can make it literal. Our ancient civilizations employed this teaching method. Why? To provide thought, critical analysis, right thinking, and in-depth research, doing your homework, your due diligence, by ensuring that those who sought to gain this understanding, this knowledge, and the deeper meaning of their writings would engage their intellect, your thinking, right? And you earn their insights through diligent effort, putting in the work. Your due diligence is you doing what you need to do to get what you're trying to get out of life. That's what drives you. That's what inspires you. That's what motivates you. It's all about the knowledge. And for instance, you consider our ancient Egyptians who were exceptionally advanced in knowledge in their intellectual pursuits of God and knowing thyself. This is evident from their monumental achievements. Start with the pyramids, such as the pyramids and the temples. They built their temples so that when the spring, the winter, and the summer equinox, the March 21st, June 21st, and December 21st, the equinox, they built the temple so that it would shine through the whole temple on that day, twice a year. That's knowledge, okay? Geodesics, they call it. All right, but these structures are not merely just architecture feats of amazement. No, they stand as testaments of time to a profound level of cognitive and creative sophistication in architecture. The physical manifestation of these buildings began as concepts in the realm of thought and intention. All starts in the heart and the mind. And consequently, what? The minds, go ahead, that conceived and designed these structures operated on a whole nother level of intelligence at the highest and had total understanding that surpasses our current comprehension. So they're saying they were smarter than us. Ancient times, they were smarter than we are right here in modern time. Why? We still trying to figure out half the stuff that they did. That's why they did it. We still trying to figure out how, and we can't mimic half the stuff they did, like build the pyramids. Let's go. We can obtain all the knowledge they put forth. That's my thing. But we can't duplicate nothing they did. Why is that? We ain't that smart, okay? But the ancients were aware of their texts, watch this, and their symbols, they would require readers to now engage in a process of decoding and reflecting on the information. This intentionally com- this intentional complexity served to elevate your intellectual engagement, and for those who might sought or who sought deeper knowledge, higher education, higher level of knowledge, what happened? They take, for example, Thoth. He's the ancient Egyptian deity, often depicted with the head of an ibis bird. This representation is not to be understood as literal. Here you go again, depiction of a deity with a bird's head, but rather a symbol of rich symbol that's rich with meaning and understanding and the hidden message. Let's see if we can get to it right quick and wrap it up. But why? The ibis bird is known for its diligent and its perceptive search for what? Food in the mud. Represents a metaphor, again, a metaphor for the human pursuit of wisdom and truth in their own lifetime. Stop, feet, can't control it. Everybody, feet, don't fail me now. That's the goal of all human beings, to get that knowledge, understand it, so what? They can end the cycle of reincarnation themselves. That's why. But the ibis's method of probing the mud to find sustenance, aka food, it parallels the human quest to explore the depths of the heart and the mind to uncover the hidden knowledge and the full understanding of who we are. Divine spiritual beings having a human experience. We got teachers telling you that. We got written documents telling you that for generations, and we still trying to get the point across. I'm here doing it right now, because there's a problem with lack of self-knowledge. The bird's behavior, searching in darkness, like man groping around, can't find himself. In the murkiness for what? Nourishment. For us is knowledge. It symbolizes the process of what? One's seeking truth in the unknown and the unseen aspect of our existence. Amun is hidden. The hidden one. God is hidden. You got to go and search to find him. Where? Within yourself. Furthermore, the ibis head of Thoth is significant. Why? Because it resembles the sternum of the rib cage, which encases the heart. I didn't know that. Again, this visual metaphor, that's what they should give you, underscores what? That the idea that just as the sternum protects the heart, the pursuit of wisdom and truth involve delving into what we know to be the profound depth of one's inner self. Dive deep inside yourself to find what? Your true self. He's in there. And by engaging and diving deeply within oneself in research and the introspection that you have to do, akin to what? The ibis bird searching through the mud, and the individuals can now extract the valuable insights and the lessons for what? One's personal growth and reaching and able to reach spiritual enlightenment, aka Nihas. Know thyself. Wrapping it up, taking it in. But this is the perspective they have about thought. Totally different than ours. I ain't even going to engage in mine. Why? Because theirs work perfect. I ain't going to problem with it. Okay, that's why. So ain't no need. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right, I ain't trying to change their philosophy. I understand it. That's what I'm trying to show you. But watch this. Now, thus, the symbolic representation or symbolism of thought with an ibis head illustrates what? The necessity of you engaging with the text, meaning studying, reading, and the symbols on the deeper level. You have to engage, read, study, reflect, and meditate for you to get the true meaning on a day-to-day basis. The mud representing what? The unknown and its obscured aspects of existence. It signifies that what? One's effort is required to explore and extract meaningful knowledge for oneself. The allegorical nature of these ancient symbols and stories and texts They all invite you to what? Engage in your own process of what? Intellectual and spiritual exploration and growth, allowing you to now uncover the truth that contribute to your personal and collective spiritual growth. I can't add no more to that. That's perfect. Why? They're telling you, know thyself by putting in the work. I say the same thing. That's why I didn't even add nothing to it. I didn't take nothing away from it. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Hope you understood. That's what's important, that you understand it, you get it, so that what? You can use it and you can manifest whatever it is you choose. The philosophy don't change. You can use it for good or bad, your choice. Remember, every action you do, you're going to be responsible for that. It's called karma. Don't forget about her. She don't forget about you. Trust me. That's the lesson, and I got to go. Right thinkers, may you all live to be 100, me 100 minus a day. So I've never known of my right thinkers who now understand Thoth, the God of wisdom, have passed away. I'll be back. I'm about to get you with the Egyptian Ankh symbol and the female. Ooh, it's about to get good. The Egyptian Ankh symbolism. Right back. The key of life. Why? I'll explain to you when I get there.